All right, hello, welcome to Scratch lesson number 2. We're going to start off here with just a very brief introduction about what Scratch is. There's a video link right here. It'll take you to this website right here, and I would recommend that you watch this video here, Welcome to Scratch. I think it's about a 3 or 4 minute video. Shouldn't take too long, just to give you a very brief idea of what Scratch actually is. So click pause and watch the video and then come back and listen to me. All right, welcome back, and we're going to move on to the next slide here. So this is what you'll see when you open up Scratch. I'm going to open up Scratch myself here on my computer. This is what you see when you open Scratch, a variety of different things. This is the cat here that we refer to as Scratch. He's going to show up on every file that you open. All of these things over here on the left, these are the things that you're going to use to program Scratch. There's various different palettes or tablets. Okay, this is the motion one that we started with. Looks, sound, pen, control, which is very important. You're going to be using that one lots. Sensing, operators, which is more of a mathy kind of thing, and variables, which you're going to see in a few lessons kind of thing. So motion and control are sort of the most two important. All right, so just sort of a look around the Scratch interface. We'll start right up here in the top right-hand corner, the green flag. The green flag is sort of the go. When you're ready, when you've got your program all made, green flag is sort of your go. The red stop is obviously the stop kind of thing. So green flag is go. Your presentation mode, you can have a variety of different looks to your thing. You can have a larger window like we have here. You can have a smaller window if you have a lot of code here, and you can go full screen if your thing is done and you want to sort of play a game kind of thing. This white area here is referred to as the stage. This is where things happen. Down here, this is our sprite list. Right now we have Scratch. He's our one sprite. You could have several sprites. A sprite is a character in the program. And these buttons in here deal with the different sprites, and we'll get to those in a little bit kind of thing. The script area is where all of your programming takes place. So you put all of your instructions into the script area. This is referred to as the blocks palette over here, and I showed you that just earlier. The 8 different sort of palettes. And what you do is to create your program is you drag these over and click them into place, much like a Lego or sort of a jigsaw puzzle type of thing, and to create your program. There's some technical details up here: rotation style, current sprite info like its name, tabs like the scripts. Sprites can have different costumes as well as different sounds. So that's a little bit more technical kind of stuff. Toolbar up here is a little bit more advanced as well. So you've seen the main things: the green flag, the stage, the sprite list, script area, and the blocks palette. Those are sort of your absolutely main things you need to know about Scratch. Okay, Scratch is based very much on a coordinate system. The X and Y positions of the mouse on the stage are displayed here. Get familiar with the position of the coordinates on the stage by placing the mouse on X, 0, 0. So I'm just going to get back to my Scratch here. You can see that as I drag my arrow, my cursor, the X and the Y coordinates down here change. So currently Scratch is somewhere around the middle. He's at 0, 0. And if I move him to the right, my X value goes up. If I move him to the left, my X value goes down to the negatives. If I move him up, the Y value goes up. And if I move him down, the Y value goes down. So very much like a standard XY coordinate system. Okay, once again here, the green arrow is what gets our program to go kind of thing. So I'm going to show our first program here. We're going to snap together the when green flag clicked block along with the say hello block. So I'm just going to do that in my Scratch. I'm going to go to control. I'm going to bring over when the green flag is clicked. And I'm going to go into, I think it's looks, and I'm going to say hello. Okay, so there's my first program. Nothing happens because I haven't clicked the green flag. So I'm going to click the green flag. Scratch says hello. If I want to stop, I press the stop sign. If I wanted that hello to only last for 2 seconds, he's going to say hello, count to 2, and stop saying hello. You can also think, if you prefer, rather than say, although it really doesn't look a whole lot different. Moving on to the next slide here. Okay, so the next thing here is to talk about comments. Now, comments are super important, whether they are right here as an absolute beginner program, right up to if you're working for EA Sports kind of thing. comments are important, and it is expected that all programmers use them. So I'm going to show you right off the hop here how to do comments in Scratch. Okay, so it's pretty simple. We're just going to right-click in this gray area here. Just going to right-click here, and we're going to add a comment. And it looks a bit like a little yellow sticky, and we can add our comment here. And basically the comment is anything that you want in English or any other language, I suppose. You can actually attach the comment to a specific area, and there's a little line there that sort of shows there. Now this obviously, we're not just going to say hello. We're not going to just repeat exactly what's here. As your code gets more and more complex, your comment is sort of going to be an English translation, an English version of what those maybe 5, 10, maybe 20 steps, what they do. So that if someone else is looking at your code, they can easily determine, oh, this is the segment that keeps the score, or this is the segment that moves the scratch cat, or that type of thing. So it's just a little comment. It's just a way of sort of keeping track of things in your program. All right, so comments are pretty important. I'm now going to show you how to save your work. That's our next slide here. Don't forget to save your work. Depending on where you're saving, whether you're at school or whether you're at home, you might have certain directory issues kind of thing. I would recommend go save as. If you're here at school, you're going to have to go computer and go and find likely your H drive directory. If you're saving to a flash drive, you might have something different. If you're saving at home, also something different. So good idea to obviously save your work from time to time, more often than you think actually, okay? All right, so what I'd like you to do now is go and see if you can track down the Fishchomp program, and you can play with it a little bit, change it how you like. We're going to look at project notes, and you should also go online and make a Scratch account. And the where to go online is, I'm just going to show you here the link. The link is the same place where we watch these videos. Of course, you just click on the home there, Scratch, scratch.mit.edu, and I would highly recommend that you sign up for an account. This is a forum of a whole bunch of other students, teachers that are on Scratch. You can look at, there's over 2.9 million projects that are uploaded there. You can get help. There are various video tutorials, some Scratch tours, a wonderful resource for you to use to learn how to use Scratch. So I would recommend that you do that as well. Go to that website and create yourself an account. Let's go see if we can find Scratch or Fishchomp. Alrighty, I've loaded up Fishchomp here. Hopefully you found it as well. So here's Fishchomp. It says click the green flag and move the mouse to eat the small fish. So you'll see here that we have, I think you might have 3 fish. I've already eaten one. When I click the green flag, oh no, there's my third one. As I move my mouse, the big fish will move around. He moves left to right as well. And as he gets to the fish, he goes and he eats them. And then looks like the fish spawn again and that type of thing. So it's a pretty basic game. You'll see there's no timer, there's no score. Those are all different things that you can add. This background, it looks like someone has created. The fish have all been painted as well. This is very customized kind of game. Very basic, lots of things can happen here. Let's just have a look over here at the actual program. I'm going to turn it off here. Okay, so you can see here we've got 5 different sprites. We've got the big fish, we've got our instructions, which can be a sprite, and we've got our 3 little goldfish as well, and we've got a stage which has been painted, okay? In the previous one, we had just a white one. So let's just have a look at some of the code over here. We've got the big fish, we've got switch to costume open mouth. Forever, if the distance to mouse pointer is greater than 10, then we're going to move towards the mouse pointer, and we're going to move 3 steps. So this whole bit of code right here, I'm just going to add a comment in here. This whole bit of comment here is the moving of the big fish. Oops. Moving of the big fish. I'm going to attach it to that block of stuff right there. Okay. Now you can have more than one script going at a time here. So this is going to continually move the big fish towards the mouse pointer as long as the distance is greater than 10. It's going to move 3 steps at a time. Now when I receive got me, that's a code when one of these little guys is got here. Let's just have a look at his code. We're going to point in the direction of 90 degrees. We're going to forever loop. We're going to move 2 steps. We're going to pick a random degree. If we're on the edge, we're going to bounce. There's all these different things going on here. Okay, you can see this is the code for the little fish. And when he broadcasts, and when he says, you got me, then the big fish will do this stuff. He will play the sound chomp. He will repeat this 2 times. His mouth will open and close. And then once that's done, then this script quits. but this one is continuing to move on. So what you can do now is you can sort of play with this a little bit. If you like, have your fish chase the red fish, play around with things a bit here. Don't worry, you're not going to break anything. We're going to get to all these different things very soon. Once you're done playing around with Fish Chomp, there's some exercises that you should do in your handout. There's exercises 1, 2. There's a little quiz here on the interface that you sort of should go through just to make sure you know what these different areas are called. And that's about it for lesson 2. There is no hand-in assignment for lesson 2.